Here lies the
Oh, this is a lot of nothing, isn't it? Get him, Nexus. So first attack comes before the 4-minute mark.
Our stargates can now warp in phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across
How will
long
overcharge help?
distances.
Yeah, they do have air units guarding the locks. I'm either going to have to cannon rush those air units or bait them out of the area. Do I have enough to expand? Probably not. I think I'm going to have to hope that whatever random zealots I can trickle out plus the overcharge are going to be enough for the first part. Yeah, this one's not looking good already. This is one of the harder missions. It's really tough. But yeah, part of my idea is that I'm going to try to bait the air units off and then temporal field them off as I can recapture the lock. And then I don't know how I'm going to keep it captured. I guess I have to use cannons or something. Do people really want to have the six worker start back? Like, is that a thing people are actually saying? I haven't heard that, but I don't pay attention to what random people's movements for things that they don't actually want, but they say they do is. I think 9 workers would be something that's interesting and worth thinking about, but 6 is way too slow. I understand the idea that the early game doesn't really exist anymore, and people like one basing, or at least there's a certain subset of people that like one basing and would like to see that return. But really, 6 workers? That would be so bad. Why don't we go back to Warcraft 2 with the 1 worker start? I know people who dislike the general game speed of Legacy of the Void multiplayer. I think that I don't mind the development speed, like the speed that you get armies and stuff out. I think that the combat speed is too fast, though. If fights took about 50% longer, but the actual speed that we built up and expanded and stuff was the same, I think I'd be very happy with the game.
This warrior awakens. The enemy shall
That was alright.
listen.
Wouldn't 6 workers bring back the Dark Ire of 6 pools? The thing about 6 pools, though, is like the modern 12 pool is a way better build than the 6 pool ever was. The 6 pool hit hard and it hit fast, but it had no follow-up. As soon as your 6 pool was held, you were dead. As opposed to more modern cheeses where you have such a big economy to start with that you hold off your opponent's cheese and they're still in the game. And I think a lot of people disagree with that. They think it shouldn't be that way. And it's probably somewhere halfway in the middle for what should and shouldn't be. But, you know, it can be very frustrating to hold off a cannon rush or something like that, a proxy void, and then your opponent still has an economy behind it.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core.
So they do send air units. I don't know if the Protoss send air units, but I know that the Terrans send a lot of air units. Banshees and Ravens specifically. So I'm going to get a defensive fortification up here. They also send a lot of tanks to bust down my static defense, which will be fun. And this is another... I can't get this. Even if I built cannons, I couldn't get it because there's just too many carriers and stuff. So, nope.
Base is under attack.
I wonder if 4 is enough. 4 seems okay. I don't want to build many cannons because this mission is very time sensitive. They're only carriers, though. Carriers are good against photon cannons, man. That's like, if you go into the menu and look up their counter, carriers absolutely counter photon cannons.
This warrior awakens.
Oh, I get +2 attack. I have to get some guys on gas for today.
I stand.
That's going to change things a good bit.
Guide my blaze. Speak. Command. Lead. This warrior awakens.
Can I start and cancel this upgrade to remove it? Yeah, I could do that for you. Just because you asked nicely. I have to wait till I get the gas, though. Sorry.
This warrior awakens.
Good thing we're not playing with touch move.
I stand. Upgrade complete.
I wonder if there's some Vespene gas to pick up over here.
Listening.
I'm really afraid
Upgrade complete.
for the points where they're going to start warping in from the prisms and I'm never going to be able to deal with it.
Once Amon's forces have been defeated, our warrior's presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock.
So I guess I just have to build cannons. And that is an attack wave with a Void Ray. Things are starting to look kind of bad.
This warrior awakens.
Here. Come on over. Got a nice little photon cannon to introduce you to. So how do I secure this lock? It's gotta be... Oh, I don't like this.
Speak your This warrior awakens. We meet the enemy in battle.
Oh, it's all back. Cool. Neat. Good thing I spent my forces there. So I guess I just have to sit here and take the damage. Oh, dude, what? Why'd they kill the probe? I'm very upset with that decision they made. Maybe once I have claim over the lock, they'll stop sending reinforcements.
These energy patterns indicate once we control the other four, the temple will open.
And this Void Ray can stop killing all my friends. Theoretically, it's not actually killing anybody right now.
To seize a lock. I stand ready. I blade you. Base is under attack.
Oh, that's their attack wave to seize the lock that I just took.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
Boom, boom, boom.
The glory of battle.
And hopefully this is enough to defend.
Listening.
I'm just gonna have to do that repeatedly.
Awakens.
A very slow, grindy clear.
Base is under attack. De Templar, speak your demand. Command me.
I'm hoping that Raven... There, it died. Cool. If it hadn't died, I would have been sad.
This warrior awakens.
Because it would have gone home and joined up with the next attack wave or something. How many air units are there on this mission? Why is there just mass carrier?
Speak your demand.
Why do people ask for this run? I hate it. Oh, the second part of this is going to be so impossible. Purification might be okay. I have no idea how Rakshir will ever be possible. Templar's charge is going to be equally dumb. Ay, ay, ay. And they're not like... I guess I'm going to kite them over to this area. Or something.
Upgrade complete.
It's all the gas in the world.
This warrior awakens. Upgrade complete.
How many cannons do you guys think it'll take to kill all those air units? Like 10? 15? Batteries will help.
Base is under attack.
Oh my gosh, and now my defensive stuff is getting cleared out by immortals.
Base is under
Try to get on top. Oh, hi. The tanks are not that big of an issue. I can get on top of them. All that's dead already. 1, 2, 3, 4.
base is under attack.
This might be the first impossible mission in a while. I'm just going to throw that out here with the amount of air. Unless the correct answer is in fact to go kill these bases, which I'm going to try. Protoss should be easier to kill. If I can kill all the workers and all that stuff, then maybe eventually, even if they have air stuff, I can clean it up. There'll be less attack waves. Because I can't deal with the attack waves.
I stand. Base is under attack. Warriors, hold back from the enemy.
Oh, they have a bunch of Void Rays just waiting for me.
On the celestial
And a
rocks.
great wall off. Okay. Please just... I have to admit that was a really good wall that they got of Zealots there. That was like unbreakable. Oh, this guy's stuck. My goodness. And temporal field here, hopefully those 3 Void Rays will now be stuck. Like, they just won't have anyone to aggro onto. This base is so anti-Zealot. It's just choke after choke after choke. And it's just like pure Colossus with 3/2/2. Are these the Colossus that do bonus to light? No, they're not. They're the full damage Colossus. Send spin lots to the Protoss base, and they would end up attacking the Terran one. That's true. Also, they would all die to one carrier or one Colossus swipe because they stack up on top of each other. There's no autosave for the entire... We even captured a lock. Why is there no save at all? Are you kidding? Like... Why would there not be one when we at least captured the lock? And why is the attack wave coming over here? Defenders over there. Oh, hi, Void Rays. No, you can't reload from replaying the campaign. That would be too convenient.
Shall be purified. Base is under attack. Command me. This warrior awakens.
Sure. This thing that I built is going to be helpful. I think I get surprised because the Wings of Liberty autosaves are so good. They're like always at exactly the right position you need to be. You can tell that they tested it a ton and figured out exactly where every autosave needed to be. Heart of the Swarm just autosaves you like every quarter of a second. That was their kind of method for it. And then Legacy of the Void is like, autosave, why would we give you those? And it's very jarring going from campaign to campaign. Just see if we can pull stuff. I think if there is an answer, the Centurion Zealot is it. I need the one that can phase through stuff on this mission. These guys are just not good. This is the wrong menu.
Your forces await assignment type. Cloaked warriors are now available.
Our scouts are reporting Hemon's forces are
Commenting on all of the Zealots are light. They all have the same HP, I believe, and shields, and they're all light, and they almost all do the same DPS. They're very close to being the same thing.
Our Stargates can now warp in Phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
So, stun lots. I believe that the stun does work on the Colossus, which means that it's going to be way better. And just being able to navigate the halls of this base, I think, is important, because I genuinely do believe that that base needs to die. I don't think I'm going to be able to take it any other way, because it sends too much scary stuff. The Terran is holdable with static defense, but the Protoss is not, because of the punching power of the Immortal and the fact that the Colossus outranges everything. The stun slows the Colossus. That's a shame. We'll see. Once again, get the economy going up as fast as possible. I'm going to try to get 222 with Chrono Surge fairly quick, but I need my mineral income to be better first. And I think I need 2 Zealots to hold on cleanly against the first attack wave. Maybe 3. I'll put them between this goalpost, and that'll help out with crowd control. So one thing to mention about the spin lots that we learned earlier as well that makes them less valid is that they sit under air units spamming their spin unless you manually control them away. And this mission has a ton of air units for them to do that. Particularly the carrier is one that will be really detrimental, because as the interceptors fly over stuff, it will cause the spin lots to just run in circles where there's no actual targets nearby.
Amon's forces
And
are
yeah.
to our nexus point.
Top right lock is going to be horrible. Yeah, top right lock is going to suck. I don't think the Hellbats will be that bad, honestly, because they can be stunned. Same with the things, but the BCs are going to be horrible. I just really want to not lose anything here. That was a really good fight. Very happy with it. Now we Chrono Surge out as many workers as possible, get this saturation going, and continue on with the absurdity.
We stand.
3 in gas. 1 forge. So this time what my goal is going to be is I'm just going to max out on these 2 bases, and then I'm going to crush this base. I'm not going to do anything involving the locks. There's no actual time limit on this mission, except for the fact that you run out of resources eventually. So play very defensive, get some batteries, some cannons, a bunch of 222 Zealots, and win.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible,
Yeah, you are correct, Master Phoenix. Hopefully that attack does pay for itself in two ways. One, that I can actually take the resources from the base that I kill, assuming there's not a bunch of Void Rays just chilling on top of it. And the other way is that they will run out of... or they won't have any attack waves, which means that I'll be able to save money. And try to be a bit more angular with my photon cannons this time. This guy might be in a bad position. Whatever. He's fine. We can see if that helps. I'm just powering super duper hard. I need a lot more gas. Probably should get my pylon infrastructure up as well. 8 gates seem to work out really well. And it won't mean that I overbuild gates. Oh, there's some gas. Nice. I'm really just trying to figure out how to balance all these things, so I can get as much power out on the field as fast as humanly possible. Because if I can hit like before the 15-minute mark at this base with a maxed out army, I think it'll be okay. I'm not sure 15 minutes will work though. It might just not be fast enough to max that quick.
Upgrade complete.
So it takes 150 and 225, which means that I need 375 gas, and then I'll be done. Then it'll be pure Zealots forever. I don't know of any more gas pickups around here, so I can't grab those. There is one that's like over here, but I don't have a Blink Stalker.
Upgrade complete.
Okay. I think I've maximized my economy to the limit that I possibly can on this mission. I don't see anything else going on here money-wise that's going to help out. Now I just need to be very, very clean with my trades. And here comes a big double attack wave.
Base is under attack.
Let's bring him over to the overcharge nexus. Oh, doesn't seem interested in that now, does he? What a great way for this to go. Oh, he wiggles a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Just as Dustin Browder intended. Please, don't let me lose this. Nice. That's not a fight you see every day. I do genuinely feel like the campaign so far has sent more air against me than all of Heart of the Swarm did combined. There's a lot of it. Flyboys are in business. So as I said, 15-minute mark is the goal for maxing out. I think I'm going to be sub 15 with 222. Yeah, they kind of just expect you to be able to Solar Lance whatever comes at you. So they send as much air as they want. Oh, dude, this is going to be like a 13-minute max out. That's huge. Given that my last attack up here was, what, like 18 minutes? Careful. Oh, goodness. Took some damage, but not a whole lot. Oh, those Colossus are very well positioned. And they do not get stunned. Well, that's unfortunate. Massive units are slowed. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do. Let's go give this a shot. At least these get under the Colossus when they charge. That's actually pretty important.
Once Amon's forces have been defeated, our warriors' presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock.
Why are there 3 Void Rays here this time? Wasn't there 1 last time? I don't like the triple Void Ray thing. Guess I'm not taking it. Oh, is this an attack wave? Or are they trying to rebuild? Okay, I'm just gonna go.
From the enemy base. We must focus on the celestial locks.
They have a lot less up here. I don't even think I need to do that yet. There we go. This, and that. Hopefully these are like the prime defenders. And oh my... There's no way. Hold back. That was just so much. I think it's an attack wave. But it's always an attack wave on this mission. That's the big problem. There's no way to like wait in between attack waves here because they attack every 34 seconds. And I'm going to be dead over here. Alright guys, I'm going to hold a vote. Because as I said going into this, there are missions that are straight up impossible. Do people believe this one is impossible, or do they have an idea that might be able to do it? Because it is just looking undoable. There's just so much air, and the Zealots can't run past air like the Zergling can. That's really where the problems arise. Honestly, a maxed out army of Zerglings would have crushed that base anyway. The Raptorling is just so good. Yeah, I might have to switch to... Okay. So it looks like large majority of people are saying it's not possible. I would prefer to be using the Spear of Adun to its fullest extent than giving up. So I'm going to do that.
Forces are ready for factionals. Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
The enemy shall be pure.
So Solar Lance is going to change things up a bit. Let's go like that.
Hierarchy. It appears we...
I still have a feeling that this run's going to be hard, even with Solar Lance, but at least Solar Lance can hit air units, which is where we're at. Someone's going to have to update the thingy thing. I like the way that I played the beginning of that mission until I maxed out, though.
They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging.
I know that sounds weird,
long distances.
but I think that the mission went very, very nicely. I think it was possible if I'm doing a task or have unholy precise micro. I don't know though. It's just numbers and positioning. Like flying units and the amount of time it takes to kill stuff is the real problem. Void rays are aplenty here. I think it can be done with... So I actually, the way... What was I going to say? I don't remember. I think it can be done. Do we have a command that keeps track of impossible missions? I don't think we do yet. If someone wants to set that up, that'd be cool. The missions so far are For Ire and the Growing Shadow. And we'll see if this one is possible with Solar Lance. However, I think that the rest of the campaign is going to require Solar Lance. I'm just going to put that out there. For example, I brought this up earlier, but the Rite of Rakshir is one of those missions where I legitimately do not see the ability to do it without Solar Lance. Simply because they send Mass Carrier at you constantly to push back Alarak. And you can't really push forward and kill Mass Carrier at the same time. Well, maybe you can, and if you can, please teach me, but I don't have that skill.
This warrior awakens. Amon's forces are inbound to our nexus point.
I'm going to assume that the forces come from the side here and won't kill my friend. I didn't really bring much defense this time. I'm just kind of hoping things work out. We'll see. The reason that Pure Zealot was suggested is because people go, oh, you did Marine only, that's cool. You did Zergling only, that's cool. You did Stalker only, you're a freaking loser. Why would you ever do Stalker only? That's obviously way too easy. That was the response I got when I made a poll on YouTube. Just the... Even though that run was incredibly difficult... But people on YouTube don't care. They just want to be angry. Yeah. So, we're figuring out what we can do. And I kind of knew that would be the response because Stalkers only sounds like it's easy because, I don't know, you use all the overpowered units in Legacy of the Void and it doesn't seem like that hard of a campaign.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible,
I completely forgot to build any defenses here, and that's going to come and kick me in the butt really soon. Uh-oh. Yeah, I agree, Rhyme. I agree. You just gotta take things one into each other. And I think that if I put Zealot only on its own, then people will be very upset. And they won't... Or if I put Stalkers only on its own, people will be upset and they won't click on it. And unfortunately, in order to pay rent, I do have to get people to click on my YouTube videos. Because Twitch monetization is horrible. Dragoon only, A, is probably impossible. B would be the most boring thing ever. The Dragoons do literally nothing besides A move, and I find... Oh, am I just dead? What is happening? This is bad. Like, the Zealots at least require pullback micro and stuff, but once you get past a certain number of Dragoons, they don't do anything well, and they can't micro each other because you can't pull them back or anything because they're so big. It's Zealot, Static Defense, and Spear of Adun. That's where we're at. For the people that were asking. I'm trying not to make as much stack defense as possible. I'm going for what seems reasonable. Also, you lose if you build too much stack defense in this game. What's the problem with Twitch monetization? It's not enough to pay rent. They force ads on people and then they pay out like nothing for the ads. That sort of stuff. For anyone who's ever been upset about the fact that pre-roll ads play like no matter what you do on Twitch, just keep in mind that I get like none of it. It is basically all going to Twitch because they're great. They're fantastic. I like them a ton. I would go as far as to say that I lose a lot of potential money by streaming on Twitch, but I like it because you guys are cool. So I choose to do it. But there's a reason the most successful StarCraft content creators are pure YouTube like Loco. I guess he's not pure YouTube, but you know what I mean. He's infinitely more focused on YouTube than he is on Twitch. There's the Void. Uh-oh, wasn't getting those upgrades. So next Chrono Surge is going to give me everything I need there. I don't need gas anymore. We can max out again. I'm not going to try to bust the base. I will save right now because I think this is a good spot.
I stand ready. Guide my blade. For Phoenix.
Was streaming on YouTube? No. YouTube's streaming is the worst of both worlds. No, it's just really, really bad. Also, it clogs up your YouTube feed. Like, I very specifically try to make sure that my YouTube feed is only videos that I deem as good. And when you stream on YouTube, then it just fills the entire thing up with all of your streams that nobody wants to watch after the fact. And it can really mess up your channel as a result. Yeah, they need to figure out the streaming thing. Because I think the only reason that Twitch is the way that it is because YouTube has not done a good job of being competition for them in the live streaming environment. I know Loco streams a lot, but when I got... He's the most active YouTuber in terms of amount of content creation on the platform for StarCraft. That's what I meant. The Twitch stuff is all secondary. As opposed to most StarCraft content creators who focus on Twitch primarily. I really don't like how they're putting those Colossus in such a good position every time. Probably should not be putting those gateways in the same position every time. Well, YouTube is currently in a place where they don't have to compete with anybody. Like, nobody goes to Daily Motion to watch their videos. They kind of compete a little bit with TikTok, but the type of content is very different for the most part. And that means that they just don't really have incentive to change. Yeah, I could save for the sake of having a save. Does YouTube want to beat Twitch at streaming? I mean, yeah, they do. It's not like they look at streaming and they're like, you know what, that multi-billion-dollar market, not a fan. It's just how much do they want to invest into doing it, and how much do the people that are in charge actually understand what streaming is and why they're doing it wrong. And often with tech or any type of old established company, having the people in charge actually understanding what they're doing and why with new innovative tech stuff is difficult. It's very difficult. explaining the difference between YouTube and Twitch to people, like old people that are in charge of businesses, is hard. But he's gonna lose. Oh, come on, I didn't want to burn a solar lance yet. There's 4 of them. There was 1 the first time, then there was 3. Now there's 4. Why are there more voids every time? I don't appreciate this.
The lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other 4.
Oh, here comes a big attack wave.
Base is under attack.
And there goes my base.
The enemy shall be purified. We meet the enemy in battle.
Colossuses are down. They're the most important part. How big is this Terran attack wave? Probably pretty big. They got tanks. We're gonna have to replace a lot. I don't want a solar lance because I need the energy. Pull over here. Warp some more in. Come on. I think I'm going to need the support up here. So how do I actually encounter this? There's just so many flying units. And then they just reset. That's the annoying part. It's very hard to... Oh, perfect. All you gotta do is complain a bit and the game will listen.
Be on guard. Amon's servants are moving to seize a lock.
Well, that's lock number 2. Guess I'll build some cannons on it. Oh, more flyers. Sick. A lot more. Oh, good. That area's dead. These guys are up here now. I might be able to salvage it with a solar lance. I guess keep the voids over there. But what do I do? That area's been cleared except for that. They've just dodged my static defense. Bunch of tanks sieging up random crap. Go this way. Attack that deactivated lock, I guess. Get a couple cannons over here. Or maybe we need this to escort so that I can get cannons. Ugh. This whole area is dead. And they kill the probe again. And they've killed everything, so I need to solar lance, but I really don't want to. Let's see if I can pull them back here. They're going to clean up everything on that side. But soon the Protoss are going to come attack this. No, why? No. Do I wait for them? Okay. We attack up here, we bring the probe.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it.
Did they target down the probe? Are you kidding? Why do they keep doing that? It's a probe. It shouldn't have higher attack priority. What? Holy crap! What is happening? Okay, we're going to use that missile, hit these guys, go 1, 2, 3, and pull these over here. How many void rays are there? No, this is normal. This mission is just way harder than anyone ever remembers. They remember this mission as the easy co-op mission, not the arguably hardest mission on Brutal in Legacy of the Void. It is just hard. The one and only Dynamo. Anybody who wants to and needs notifications, you can always, in the GiantGrantGames Discord, be signed up to the opt-in notification alerts. It's on the welcome page. And then you will always be notified when I go live. I'm out of ideas. I don't know how to do this one. There's just way too many flyers. I think that it'll actually become more okay after the no build mission. The next mission after this is pretty ground heavy. And anything that is ground heavy, I feel like it might be really hard, but at least it's possible. On the other hand, this is just stupid. It's so much. Oh, that's why I didn't win. I didn't morph this into a warp gate. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hold a vote now. Question. Oh, poll's already active. And if you say no, it's possible, you have to give me a way to do it. You can't just say that it's possible so that I spend the rest of my life here, because I'm not going to listen to you. The Kaidaran Monolith, but I can't... The Kaidaran Monolith takes like over a minute to build. I can't attack with it. It takes 80 seconds to make. I can't control areas. Is camping a walk with static defense a strat I would want? I tried. I tried that right over here. I built a ton of cannons. And I built batteries, and they got cleaved through. They didn't kill anything. Maybe take no lock, go for the base first. I tried killing the base. It didn't work. I couldn't even, like... I'm going to load a save. Wherever my quick save is. Because I believe around here I have a maxed out thing. I can't take every lock at once because they have air units defending them. Guys, it's the air units that are the problem. Not taking the locks. Oh, one thing that is worth mentioning is all the waves that come to recapture the locks, they come and attack your base if you have no of the locks. That's the problem. So it's not like they just don't come or they go away or something. They will just come and murder you. So delaying the locks doesn't actually accomplish anything. Like, I have a feeling that I can't take this. I'm going to give it a legitimate try. That was a really good shot. These are doing all right. Come on. Finish up, my bud. Maybe... Was one Solar Lance really enough to turn the tide of this battle this much? I'm actually kind of shocked. Wow. Man, just wait until Solar Lance number 2. The sequel comes out. Well, the base is clear. It can't make attack waves anymore. let's see what we can do up here. No way. So now the plan is build photon cannons up here to clear the rest. I'm going to leave a couple of these guys here so they don't follow my main army bulk. Uh-oh. Man, they hate those probes. I still don't know how to deal with Terran, but this is a huge leap forward. Oh. Okay. I've been asked to leave the premises. So I think that what I have to do now is clump all of them up and get them in a good solar lance, and then I can take that base. And then this actually seems way more possible. I can't believe that changed it so much. I'm actually confused. Like, not only am I shocked, but I'm confused. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna choose to believe. That is true. We caught them without an attack wave in the base this time, which is a rarity. But now it's going to be easy, because they'll never attack again. Oh, well. Remember when I lied to you 10 seconds ago? Sorry about that. I'm going to send a guy on a scout just to figure out exactly... Oh, hello. Just to figure out exactly what's in here. A couple carriers? If that's it, that's just one more solar lance. Did reloading reset the attack timer? I don't think so. According to Rhyme, this mission's attack timers are all built on a strict number system. Like, they're just pre-programmed by the game. Oh, they split for that missile. Well, I'm going to go try to kill the Terran now. After I claim the base. I need one more solar lance to do that. Rhyme knows more about the editor than I do, so he can answer those questions better than me. I just know that it makes fun video games sometimes if I yell loud enough and then someone finally gets fed up and makes the thing that I want them to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to bank up energy for the Terran base. You are 120% correct there. Let's see what we got. A Void. Some scoots. If I can just line this bit up, I'll be pretty happy. Am I not the greatest StarCraft player? I don't need Hellions to line them up. They did kill the probe again, though, which was rude. What happened to Stalkers Only? We ran out of missions and successfully completed the run. It was a tragedy. Theoretically, I never did the epilogue Stalkers Only. But nobody cares about the epilogue, let's be honest. No, 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 no! Johnny! Where's that Void Ray going? Why is there one attack Void Ray coming to murder me? Don't kill my probe. I need this base. So here's the super scary Yamato attack force. I'm gonna hope that these can deal with that. I can just make this not my problem. Oh, the Void! Okay. We're gonna do what we did before. Where we bait him. Every time that he gets baited, he moves. He moves slightly. He moves Slightly. Got him. I don't know what's going to come after this, but I assume it's not good. So now I have so much money, I can probably spend a couple attack waves against that base. I'm going to get a lot more gates. Up to 16. We're going to try to get over to that base, and I don't know if we can truly bust it, but do whatever we can. Because as soon as that's gone, there's no more real problems on the mission. I don't know why I'm at this lock. This was objectively a mistake. I have 80 Zealots. I have 75 Zealots. That's pretty good. Yeah, there should be no more Void Rays. There's a couple right here that might get, like, pulled. Oh, that is a big... Fine. The Wraith knew what was happening. He was trying to dodge it. That's awesome. That's wonderful. I'm so happy. Okay, let's try to get these guys over here without getting killed. This guy goes up. And then the entrance to this base is over here. Nice. Perfect positioning. You got the pylon down. You're ready to throw down 32 supply of Zealots every warp in. He's made it. Nice. I have $7,000, which is another maxed out Zealot army. It's all going to be about killing BCs, I think. The attack wave into, or the attack like this is so well defended. It's actually really cool. I wish there were more fortress-like designs for the enemy like this. Because it's just kind of a little ramp thing, but it definitely, it changes everything. The enemy bases on this map are actually just really, really well designed. Way more so than I think any other base that I can think of in the game. Where are the BCs? I've been saving Solar Lance for them. Did they attack me so they ran out of BCs? Oh. I found them. Keep the tempo going. I'm okay with losing everything here. They're attacking me at the same time. I gotta be careful. So for anyone who doesn't see, there is currently a poll in the chat for the continual use of Spear of Adun abilities throughout this campaign. Make sure you vote. I do care about your feedback on this sort of thing, because you, in the end, are the community that views the videos, and I just want people to see a thing, and I want them to go, oh, that's cool, instead of, oh, that's cheap. That's really just the end result when I put all these arbitrary rules in place, is make people think that I'm neat for a small period of time. But I prefer a hard and fast rule over having to make the decision every single time, you know what I mean? Well, it's been dealt with. This base is dead. Transfer everything. I might go Spear of Adun abilities are okay against air units.
The lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other four, the temple will open.
Like, if other things happen to be under the air unit or something, I'm not going to spend my life trying to bait them out. But I want to make sure that I'm using it to beat the things that cannot be beaten by Zealots only.
I stand ready.
If everyone's okay with that, say I in the chat. It can be the letter I or AYE, I don't really care. And if you don't, say nay, so you can pretend to be a horse. We're getting a lot of eyes. This is like a SpongeBob opening. Let's be honest, I think that this is the best possible conclusion to this mission. Because there's no way this would have been doable without Solar Lance. There's no way this would have been doable without killing the bases. But we sat down, we figured everything out, we didn't give up, and we came up with what rule set seems to be the one that makes things actually possible. Oh, by the way, guys, ending at the end of this stream, which is actually going to be really, really soon, in a couple of minutes, is going to be the end of round number 1 for the best campaign mission tournament that is currently being run in the GiantGrantGames Discord. If you have not voted yet, jump into that Discord. Someone's going to give you a link in the thing. And vote on your favorite stuff. I'm probably going to wait like half an hour so people can get their votes in. There's a lot in the first round. And I'm saying this partially because I wanted to warn people that Discord went really weird, and for some reason, I think it had to do with the fact that I had the channel on private while I made all the stuff. It just mixed up the order of the reactions. So the way that you vote is you just click the reaction associated with the mission you like in every group. You can vote for as many as you want in every group, but only the top 2 advance. And for some reason, they're jumbled. So be careful. Because, like, sometimes even though I put them in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it goes like 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. And it's just obnoxious. I'm going to make sure it's fixed for the next one, which is going to start later tonight. But make sure that you vote in that first round and are careful. I think it takes 2 shots to kill the Void Ray, 1 shot to kill the Wraith, and some number of shots to kill a Banshee. Nice. It's gonna be possible. Oh! I can get the bonus. Maybe. It's not going to be clean. Yeah, so what I'm doing next time for the voting is instead of numbers, it's going to be colored blocks. So there's going to be a block before the name of each mission, and it'll be red or green or blue or whatever, and then you click on the color associated with it. Hopefully that'll... Hi! Jerk. Hopefully that'll make it less mess-upable if Discord decides to be weird again. Yeah, I'm planning on cannon rushing the bonus, because I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that before. It's actually going to be pretty difficult to get enough cannons in place, but I'll try. So we're going to have to wait for it to leave. I don't really need these right now. Oh, did we do it in a community challenge run? Huh. Well, we definitely didn't do it in this contact. Oh, gosh. We're just going to go over here, then. That's a lot of flying units. I don't have Solar Lance. But I want this Solarite. Are these a light shredding scout? Oh, 35 versus light! Yep, those are the good ones. Oh, dude. They saved the best flying unit for last. Let's see if we can poke that a bit. Don't want to deal with those scouts. Oh no, that carrier's still there.
On guard. Amon's servants
Can I, like,
are
sneak
moving to
past?
seize a lock.
Probably.
Identify our foe. We meet the
I'm gonna leave a couple guys here. These guys are just gonna A move to the last objective. They won't be able to take it. Because there's BCs on top of it. But they're gonna clear out the ground. Oh, I don't think there's gonna be enough time to build these cannons. I don't have the warp and pylon. Just go wherever you're taken, Mr. Probe.
Amon's forces have claimed a mechanism.
Wait, how? He doesn't have any bases left. Uh-oh, I pulled that. I might not be able to get this objective. Well, I've somehow lost all my stuff. What did they send over here? Oh, the Terran sent a Wraith. Okay, we're gonna zap here. Zap here and zap here. And then send a guy up here and try to continue the cannoning. We reclaim this lock. The only one that remains is over here. Oh, cannon from the north platform. That's a good idea. I don't know why I was obsessed with the middle.
base is under attack.
Where are you, Mr. Probe? You gotta be somewhere. I know I sent you. Are they sending attack waves of... Oh, good. This is not at all a problem. I'm really excited to be done with this mission. There's just always more to do.
Amon's forces have claimed a mechanism.
Not the two Spectres. So it looks like they actually pull stuff off of the locks to claim the other locks, which is interesting. I thought they would only use like prefab attack teams or something. That's cool. Ah, crap. Oh no. You're the closest, I think. Get on over here. That's actually really smart for the StarCraft enemy AI. You'd be surprised at... Oh, come on! I don't have any probes anywhere else. Just queue up probes and send them over here. I need the Solarite. So dumb. Well, I might as well clear out this lock while I'm waiting. Because this one's captured now, and it'll be an easy reclaim. We gotta go. 1. You're not a probe.
Your probes are under attack.
I feel so stupid. When I do this, I can't do anything except for imagine a new person tuning in and being like, oh, cool, GiantGrantGames, the guy who did this thing, and this thing. And then I'm just like trying to get a probe over to a point and I can't do it. And they're like, did this guy steal his name or something? I'm not going to lose it to the carrier. Don't worry. And Probert, the less competent son, or less competent brother of Probius, is gonna come in and he's gonna cannon rush, and then we're gonna get this stupid thing done. It's just taken. Probert Covert Ops. That's what we're playing today. Next I'm gonna send 62 Zealots to kill 2 Spectres. It'll be great. A probe only run sounds impossible because of Zerg. Just the fact that you can't build on creep. I think it wouldn't be that bad otherwise. I know that people have done like Spine Spore only in Heart of the Swarm. I think they went Spine Spore Kerrigan, but you know what I mean. Thank you, Demonotha and Euskalai, for the subs, by the way. Alright. Let's kill a Warp Prism. If this isn't enough, then I don't know what will be. Well, just Kerrigan only at that point. That was kind of my point. But I guess you have to do like the Crucible and stuff. It is funny how Kerrigan is way better than the Spear of Adun. I find... Oh, they left no defenders here. Like, Kerrigan is like 2 to 3 times as good as the Spear of Adun is. Despite one being a 37 kilometer long spaceship. Or something like that. Will we never see a Kerrigan only run? I could do it if people wanted it. Probably.